Let's create some moody, spooky marble. So most of you guys know I've been closed for a while. It's my first week back, and this is one of my first manicures back, and I knew I just had to make a tutorial and share it. All right, let's start with what you need. So we're gonna start with the Nail Thoughts and Kokoist brush set. This set has 3 different brushes. It has application, detail, and smoosh. And to be honest, I've pretty much used them this entire week. I love them. They're really thoughtfully created and they really get the job done. You're also gonna need some 99% alcohol, KokoistColor gel in number E188 Japanese charcoal, KokoistColor gel E206S Black Martini, and KokoistColor gel E1 Maxi White, as well as Kokoist Art Clear. You're also going to need some gold foil. This one is nail Labo, but any gold foil will do. And gold line stickers. I'm using stickers. I actually think they're easier. You can also use tape. We're going to start with Japanese charcoal, and we're going to do that as a base all over the nail. Once that's on, we're going to cure it. I'm just going to quickly clean my brush with a lint-free wipe. Then we're going to go in with the 206S, the Black Martini, which is a really pretty sheer jelly black. And we're going to work that from corner to corner in a diagonal pattern. Get that little fuzz out of there. My studio has just been a fuzz factory. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it's just, I'm always picking fuzz out of things. The goal is dimension, not perfection. So don't worry about it being perfect, but go ahead and cure it once you get it placed. Then we're going to go in with our gold foil, and I like to give it a little crumple just so that I don't get chunks too large. And we're just going to go ahead and press that into the tacky layer gently. We're going to go ahead and seal this in with some Kokoist Art Clear. Now, sometimes it can be a little confusing. The Art Clear is not a base coat, it's not a top coat, it's just an unpigmented, slightly more viscous clear gel. So it's really great for encapsulating layers when you're doing this kind of work to create a smooth surface. Once that's cured, we'll go in with the E1 Maxi White and our detail brush. And we're just going to create a diagonal line. Just like that. We want to have enough product to move around, but not so much that we lose control. Remember, we want to control the product. We don't want the product to control us. We're going to go in with the smoosh brush, get a little teensy bit of Art Clear on there, and just really kind of drag that and squiggle it until we get that really cool marble look. Now, the secret of these marble looks is that you want to keep what we call the hard edge. If you've watched my other marbling videos, you've heard me talk about it, but we want to make sure that it goes from this like hard veiny edge to this like really smooth and milky underside. With marble work, I really like to cure between lines just in case I mess up. I'm not losing all my progress, but you'll see I'm going in again with my detail brush, and I'm just adding a little bit more detail. Remember, we're kind of doing a diagonal marble flow here. And then I'm going to use the smoosh brush and once again feather that edge and keep the side closest to the center a hard edge so it looks really nice like a natural stone. Since we have our base framework down, now we can finesse. So I'm going to go in with my detail again and just add a couple accent lines, just following the other lines. But we're going to use a slightly different method to blend these. Now, typically, I'm not going to tell you to put your fancy art brushes in alcohol, but to be honest, I just forgot to grab another brush, but you know, just a little dab is not going to hurt it. So just a little dab, and we're going to do the same technique, but just kind of let that white melt. Going to still leave that hard edge, but we're going to let it be nice and melty at the bottom. And that'll just give us a nice little variation on the look. And you can also shear out your gel and add a few more accents, which you'll see me do in just a moment. So doing the same thing on the top. And then just with what's left on my brush, I'm just adding a few little milky accents, even in the dark area of the nail. Once it looks how you want to, go ahead and cure it. Then we're going to use art gel once again to just seal in the entire design. Once we place the art gel, we're going to go ahead and cure it and then wipe away the sticky inhibition layer with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe. Most nail techs will tell you striping tape is the bane of our existence. Get into these flexi tape stickers. I got these on AliExpress. I know that Sumakura makes some and a few other brands make them as well. They're so much easier to work with. So I'm just going to snip off a bit. It was a little big, and I like to place it a little bit inside of the edge of the nail, just because I want to make sure I fully encapsulate this with my top coat so that it's not going to be popping up or I'm not going to have a surface breakdown on my client. And I'm just kind of smoothing everything down, making sure that there's not any edges popping up. I'm going to trim what I need to. On a client, I'll tend to do a trim with a cuticle nipper versus scissors, just as it's easier to kind of get that angle. But I'm just going to use some scissors here. So press it, straighten it, trim it, do what you have to do. Just make sure it is secured to the nail and that it is lying flat. Looks like that little piece has a mind of its own. I'm going to go ahead and just get that out of there. And then once you're happy with that, we're going to go in with our top coat. Now, you guys know I love the KokoistUltra Glossy Non-Wipe Top Coat. I'll tend to do a little bit of a thicker layer if I'm encapsulating, but this top gel is pretty thick as it is. But you'll notice I kind of just like tease it up through the center and just make sure I've got a really nice smooth surface and that all the edges are encapsulated. And there's our finished look. I hope that you guys had fun hanging. I know that I did. If you decide to recreate this spooky moody marble, please tag me and feel free to leave any questions in the comments.